Well, hello everybody. How are you doing there? So before we start our meeting, please leave a sign in the chart that everybody can hear and see me properly. I see Andrew is writing hi. So guys, let me check the attenders. 14 people here. I see Julian. Hello, Julian. Nice to meet you here one more time. Marius. All right. You made it as you promised. Amar. Nice to meet you, Amar. Glad to see you here once again. Ruslan. Also. Nice to see everybody here, guys. Well, while people are slowly gathering, let me tell you an interesting article that I read before. Yeah, hi Omar. I read that if you eat just 2 bananas a day, you feel much happier. That's why I ate 5 bananas. I'm feeling a little bit better. So let us commence our meeting, our webinar. And beforehand, let me introduce myself. My name is Alexander, and I'm International Sales Manager at ROBBO. And I love to see everybody here at our webinar. And today we're going to discuss how to survive and how we survive 2 waves of the pandemic and develop a robotic franchise business in the combination of online and online. Let's start it. So one more time, guys, I see there is a just slow activity in the chat. Just type down 2 pluses if you can see me and hear me properly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like on the Jay-Z concert. He's the person who says thank you every time. Thank you, guys. Let's proceed. So today I'd like to introduce our speakers. Will be our founder and leader, Pavel Frolov, Maria Hakkarainen, the CEO of ROBBO Finland, Danila Rogozin, he will be also a speaker today. At the same time, he also the international sales manager at ROBBO. So, guys, let us have a quick chat about where are you from and what city you are from. So please type the number 1 if you are a new entrepreneur with a minimal experience in business. Type 2 if you're experienced businessman and looking for a long-term project, and type 3 if you're looking for new business opportunities, please. I would love to see the results. Yeah, Marius, I'm aware that you're number 2. You're an experienced businessman. I'm aware. All right, thank you, guys. Well, what I'm seeing here in the chat that there are about 17 attendees, so I need to see more information in the chat, please. Thank you, Danilo. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. All right, let's proceed. Our today's webinar will be about 19 minutes, plus questions from the audience. It is held, as you're already aware, in English language. And if you're wondering whether this recording will be in the permanent access after the webinar, yes, it will be. It will be sent to your email after the session will be held. And if you want to ask me or somebody else who will be performing today a question, you should use the question sections here, because your questions can be easily lost in the chat. So please, my friends, colleagues, use section questions here. It's on the top of the screen to ask questions for the speaker or for any other member of the webinar. Why this webinar is so important? So we will learn how to launch a business that will bring us stable income that we won't depend on. Also, we will learn about how ROBBO life and about the hacks of ROBBO from 15 years of educational experience, which is quite great. 15 years, my friends. And also, which is very important, be careful that today we also have a, you will be able to get a bonus from ROBBO, some financial models, example of teaching methods, and other helpful materials. So be careful and listen very carefully also. So, and the fourth thing, also very interesting, you will take a part in the lottery today. So the webinar, as you already see from the short brief that was at your invitation, it will be about educational business and why the educational business will always be successful, about the general experience of ROBBO Club and how we made this smooth transition to online, also about business models and the new, and how it works in the new pandemic, in the new reality that we are facing right now, and why it is the best thing to enter the educational business market through the successful franchise that already exists in the market. Then we will learn today how to hire, train, and keep qualified teacher. Also, if you wondering why ROBBO, today we're going to tell you the benefits and the advantages of cooperation, and also, which is very interesting thing, to see the reviews, the feedback from the franchisees, how they survived 2020. And one more time, I will repeat myself, but still valuable bonuses for webinar participants. So please be careful and attentive. And I would like to introduce, to welcome to the webinar room, Pavel Frolov, our leader, the producer of ROBBO Club. So hello, Pavel. And
hi, everybody.
I'm switching off my camera.
Very nice to meet you here on this webinar. Thank you for joining us. And today we will share our experience based on opening and managing of more than 50,000 plus students in 21 countries. And ROBBO already sold more than 150 franchise licenses all over the world. And also ROBBO already shipped 300 plus ROBBO classes to schools. So our experience is worth enough. And today we will talk why the educational business will always be successful. So everybody see now pandemic and economic crisis, and this crisis had only made it clearer that school programs do not keep up with progress, do not always give results, and especially when we are talking about online education. And parents only can't be held responsible for their children's education. Parents need somebody to help them to teach kids. And jobs disappear rapidly. The market develops. Quarantine and pandemic changed the situation literally in a month. So today everybody understands that we need to teach children the subjects that will be needed tomorrow, using modern technologies, taking into account the individual roadmaps. And if we don't do that, then in 10, 15 or 20 years, our children will be young specialists with outdated knowledges. So they will be jobless and even maybe homeless. So if we don't want to have this situation in our countries, we need to do something. So ROBBO answer to this challenge is ROBBO Academy Future Skills. So this is a ready-made solution that parents are looking for. This is an educational operator who guides the child along his or her personal education road, accompanied by tutor and teachers. And we are talking about future skills, the skills that will be needed to be engineers, entrepreneurs of the future, to be future Elon Musks and Steve Jobs. So educational business advantages. First of all, we need to say that parents are spending a lot of money on children, for example, on foreign language training. And customers pay for a long time. The customer base is growing in this business, and they have very high LTV. When you are in educational business, you have positive social mission. And it's very easy to meet sanitary requirements, depends on in comparison with, for example, restaurant business or medicine business and so on. So ROBBO is working on solving very challenging problem that modern technology education taught us magic and shapes thinkings in the spirit of the black box. What I'm talking about, if you take a look on technology education all over the world, you will see that kids are taught to press predefined buttons in already predefined software. And also kids are learning how to combine together blocks, ready blocks, like, for example, Lego solution. So this is kind of education which will teach young engineers to be customers of the foreign suppliers of software and hardware solution for robotics and automatization. And if we want our young engineers to know deep in technology, if we want to improve greatly the quality of technology education, we should use open source hardware and open source software. So this is what ROBBO is developing for more than 15 years. And another problem that ROBBO is solving, that the STEM education all over the world has a gap in technology and engineering. So a lot of lessons for the kids are for science and for mathematics, but for technology and for engineering education, the coverage is less than 25% for the kids, also pre-5 and 5+ years old. So this is huge gap, and we need to fix this gap to give the solution how to teach modern technology. So ROBBO solution is STREAM education. This is STEM education plus art plus robotics. So this approach gives us ability to develop not only left part of the brain, which is responsible for abstract thinking and logical thinking, but also we could develop right part of the brain, which is responsible for image processing and process thinking. So when we are developing both left part of the brain and right part of the brain for the kids, we could teach and grow kids in harmony. So we need to develop both part of the brain. And this is very important for the future of our children. And robo technological innovation is very, very nice. So Robbo has created a set of equipment and electronic educational complex which allows children to be truly creators. Educators use modern technology and everything together, develop your technology and engineering free software skills and hardware skills. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about solution that enables kids to be truly creators and develop their technology and engineering skills. And key characteristics of our solution is that this solution is easy to use, is designed for mass adoption, is ready to use and complete advanced tasks, and Robbo solution designed and manufactured in Finland. So platform robots and educational materials were developed in cooperation with Helsinki University, with Department of Teacher Education and Finnish Secondary Schools from Inikas network. And now Robbo is participating in huge project with Lapinranta Technology University, with financing from European Union government. And Robbo is working hard in this project on developing Industry 4.0 curriculum for Finnish schools. Robbo hardware is free products ready to meet demand on T and E in STEM concept. So this is Robbo kit. This is comprehensive robot construction kit with 5 simple magnetic mount sensor and LED light. And it's very easy to use for kids from 5 to 15 years old. And you can use simple coding language based on blocks like Scratch. And you can use more advanced language like C++ and Python. Robbo Lab is a very easy robot to enter the world of technology, the world of smart home and Internet of Things. And this is also for kids from 5 to 15 years old. And of course, Robbo 3D printer. So this is proprietary developed 3D printer, and kids may create parts of robot to construct and program on further according to study plan. And for kids from 9 to 15 years old, also available option to build this 3D printer from DIY construction kit. And now let me introduce our bonus for participants. So we prepare some gift for you. So this is sample of methodological guidelines for one lesson. So electronic teaching materials of Robbo consist of guidelines for conducting the lesson, technological map for teachers, students' workbooks, and lesson illustrations. So methodological guidelines, teaching materials will help you to evaluate the quality of provided guidelines and to review the sample program. So please see the link in the chat. Thanks to Allah for posting this link. And now I would like to give a word to Alexander Khitev, regional manager at robot.world. So please, Alexander.
Hello, guys. That's me again, right? How are you doing? Well, first of all, yep, I think I look better than the photo. All right. And let's get it started once again. I would like to talk about our transition to online. It will be a short period in time. I mean, considering the presentation that I'm giving here. So, in a nutshell, what was going on at the beginning of the year when the lockdown was emerging on the horizon? We noticed a very slow decrease in the offline club attendance and understood that without a smooth without a smooth transition to online, we could not survive. That's why, since the period in time, March and April of 2020, we made this smooth transition, and about 60% of our ROBBO Club students successfully transferred from offline to online. But, if the manager was communicating with each parent directly, was telling them that there will be no lack of understanding, there will no lack of missing some knowledge, the number of the children, the number of students that have passed smoothly transit to the online increased up to the 80%, which is really great, right? So if it's great, just put something in the chart that, oh, that's great. When choosing the educational platform, there were so many of them, excuse me, in the internet, but the most stable were the Zoom platform, Blue Jeans, and Big Blue Button, the open source platform. And these three types of platform right now are used by our partners. So further will be a sequence of pictures how our online lessons looks like. I won't be describing each of them, but just to let you know that how it looks like. Here the students in the common group chat sharing the things that they're doing on the online lessons. This is how the workspace look like in the thinker cards. In the right, you see the teacher and the children below. They're working on a project, as it clearly see from the text. And here is the Scratch online lesson. I remember when I was passing through the test, the same thing were inscripted to me. It was not so hard, even the Scratch is for kids. I'm, as a grown man, faced a lot of trouble to pass it, but still, it was very interesting. So here they are creating a short story about the bear. They're programming the sprite to walk forward and backward. So here we're teaching children how to be creative. So in a nutshell, about our online experience, how it looks like, and basically what we figured out, how the online structure should look like. There should be a free online trial lesson to let parents understand how it really is to feel the atmosphere of the lesson. There should be the detailed instruction about the platform, what platform to use, how to install software if needed, and so for children and parents to understand that it's easy to go online. There should be 5 minutes with each student to check their equipment, to check the internet connection, and you shouldn't confine yourself to make it just in the first lesson. You should make at least 2 checkings before you are going to start. So the online lessons conducted by a teacher and the administrator who helps to solve technical problems during the lesson. And if something goes wrong, the technical specialist help to configure client laptops. Also the very interesting thing to discuss. So our paradigm, the idea is based on the three fundamental things. I mean the online sphere, the online realm, on the programming, 3D modeling, and circuit design. 4 stages for 2 ages, for 2 age groups, 8 and 10 years and 11 and 14 years old, and 30 lessons for 90 minutes during one stage. And all these stages are held without an equipment. So, but we strongly recommend to focus on the hybrid model when you both operate in online and the offline. This is very delicate thing to understand. So if we talk about programming, we teach Scratch, App Inventor, Unity 3D, Unity AR, Python, and Kotlin. About circuitry, it's knowledge of basic electronics, electronic components, the ability to read schematic using Arduino or IDE. If we're talking about 3D, it's engineering, 3D modeling based on the Tinkercad, the program that I've showed you before, and the FreeCAD as well. When we talk about art in 3D modeling, it mostly about Blender and Unity. And when we focused on robotics, children will learn, they get the basic knowledge of how robotics algorithm for wheeled robot looks like. So, moreover, we held Olympiads and competitions. It's Scratch Olympiad, which is held annually in spring, and ROBBO Festival, which is held annually in spring also. And right now we are starting the international Scratch Olympiad as well. So if you want, you can be a participant as well. If you want to have more information, you can actually ask directly me in WhatsApp. So most of you guys I know, so don't hesitate to ask me. So right now I want to show you the video from our Japanese office, how they teach children in online. Question, guys, anybody see the video? Right, plus in the chat that everybody see video. The video is not running. Boris, I think only you can see this video, so I'll go on. All right. So this how video looks like. Very entertaining. Are you agree? So, and now, my friends, I think that's all for me for now. But I promise you will see me again in the air. I would like to introduce Danila, my colleague, who will be also in charge for the presentation right now. So.
Thank you, Alex, for such an artistic presentation. It was really nice to listening and reading what was presented. Hello, colleagues. Thank you for visiting our webinars. Nice to see, but as I see, it is pretty intimate webinar will be. I want to remind you that we have a special section with questions. If you have any, please ask them where. And I will tell today about business models that we have developed during 2020. So, in a few words, we have 3 key business models. First of all, and the most affordable is online school. Then online school plus equipment for students, and online school plus offline club in your city. Let's speak more detailed about each of that. Online school. It is the most affordable way to become our partner officially and to do social business. In an online school, there are key subjects, that is coding, 3D modeling, circuit design in an online simulator, and the most attractable Minecraft programming. And you do not need much investments to launch this business. Your clients do not need equipment, and you can start it pretty fast. The next is online plus equipment for your students. You are becoming not only an educator, owner of educational business, but you are also becoming a reseller of equipment for your students. There are more, you receive opportunities to give more subjects to your students, such as circuit design 2.0, assembly and programming and work with dancing robot Otto, robotics with our general ROBBO platform, and smart home with ROBBO laboratories, and also BIM robots. There are some limitations in these models, and the limitations are caused by purchasing power of your audience. Thus, some of our equipments are pretty affordable, for example, like a circuitry kit, but robotics are pretty expensive for general family. But some of our partners are working in fashionable districts where every family could afford our robotic kits to their child. Let's go further. Online school and offline club in your city. We do believe that this is a model of future business. It is a stable model, and it doesn't depend on external limitations or factors. You are opening online club in your city. You receive exclusivity for 3-kilometer radius in your area, and you're also launching online school, and you are starting collect students and audience from remote cities and areas. So from towns, for example, from where students could not travel to your offline club. So if you are opening a hybrid model, there is a possibility to receive 50% discount on the franchise fee for the online or offline franchise, and it is a stable business that I have already said. Let's move further and speak about some features and advantages of our models. First of all, online. Launching period is pretty short, just 14 days. You need to find a teacher, and we will help you to train that person, and we will help you to tune and launch advertising campaign just to attract first customers. In this model, fixed and variable costs are pretty low. and also investments in an online school are significantly lower than for offline. You do not need any premises, you do not need make a renovation of a class, you do not need to buy furniture or any other equipment. And that's what we mentioned during 2020. Parents during a pandemic or lockdown, when schools are working remotely, they really appreciate opportunity to occupy their children during isolation. And online education is an answer for the isolation situation. And we believe that online school will be in demand now and always, because we see the second wave of pandemic, not sure about the third one, but everything happens. And what else about online? You can start this process pretty fast and right away. Let's move further and speak about offline school. Launching period is a little bit longer. Regularly, it is 20 days after signing the contract with us. It is a local business model working in a certain territory. And of course, the main advantage is that you have an opportunity and the ability to work with an expanded list of disciplines. Communicating between students is the key. Children like to gain new friends with the same interests, and thus LTV of such customers are much more higher. And we do sure that to train future engineer or innovator, person should know how to work with its hands. So it is necessary to work with the equipment and develop fine motor skills for children. Hybrid school. Let's speak about advantages. As I said earlier, we do believe that this is a model of the future. It is pretty stable, and this model of diversified business that can resist to external economic or any other conditions. You receive an ability to attract customers to online and offline classes, and to give your students or customers the courses and the way of teaching that they want. Of course, there is less missed classes due to illness of children. You can offer online education instead of offline. And you will not losing students after they are moving in another city, for example, or another district, and you also will not losing students after relocation of your club. That is pretty important. And of course, you cover a pretty large territory to gain more customers to your online online part of your business. So, and here is the next bonus to you guys. If you want a full presentation about our franchising program, I'll thank you very much. Please see the link in the chat. And we will go further and speak about what we have made in 2020. Sorry. Here it is. So 2020 was pretty challenging, but we were developing in different directions. And here is our new model of business, so-called IT hub. It is an advanced ROBBO Club that could provide education for more children, because the premises should be larger than a regular ROBBO Club, and also it contains a more advanced equipment such, for example, not only 3D printer, but also a prototyping center that has a laser cutting, grinding equipment inside of it, and also 3D printing. Additional equipment, educational equipment such as quadrocopters, neuro interfaces, and advanced DIY kits, and autonomous Internet of Things laboratory. And of course, there is an opportunity to have different age at the same time, different age classes at the same time. The next thing, and that is what we are proud of, it is a ROBBO Academy Future Skills. Pavel has already said a couple words about it, and I will continue. So we believe that this product will give an education for future IT entrepreneurs, engineers, programmers, and 3D experts. In this model, we introduce different formats of classes. New subjects and classes are held through the whole year and through the whole day, weekly and daily, of course. And that's why we have developed this kind of model. And ROBBO Academy provides an easy entry into the growing market of the educational business for children. Innovative educational business, I would like to say. We have launched and added 3 different subjects and to take into account children interests. In this model, there is multiple spaces and formats with a large selection and variety. We cover 3 age children category, and you receive customers for years, for 10 years at least. And in this model, there is a possibility to teach online and offline, and you continue to work under any circumstances, such as pandemic, for example. Of course, we provide a development expertise. The result of the education is evident and prepared in the portfolio for every child that is appreciated by parents pretty high. So, and the subjects are not available in a regular school. That is also very important. And we do cover a large gap of the market demand with this subject. If we speak about new disciplines and courses that we have added in this model, this is mathematics for programmers and engineers, algorithmics and programming from Scratch Junior to Unity and Python. Our regular courses such as robotics, circuitry, and microelectronics, 3D modeling and 3D printing, and the most interesting, emotional intelligence and financial literacy. If you speak about emotional intelligence, it will help to develop not only communication of a student, but also develop it in a harmony, as Pavel said already. Financial literacy, we do see a great demand in the market from parents that they want to teach their children to earn and spend their money, starting from 8 and 10 years. In ROBBO Academy, we also offer 3 options: online, offline, and hybrid model. It is a multi-format model. You can provide education by subscription, master classes and camps, and also you can make it like a private school and load the premises of your academy with a full day. For example, in the morning you are teaching regular disciplines, and in the second part of the day you are providing additional courses that was talked earlier. And extended calendar plan, classes held in different multiple disciplines at the same time. and it is also possible to teach all courses in local languages, English or Finnish or even Russian. And the most interesting and the most important for the entrepreneurs that the average bill in ROBBO Academy is 5 times higher than in a ROBBO Club or any other after-school business, because we want parents to bring us all their money that they spend for their children education, and we will provide them an opportunity for them and for their children to study in our academy. And we provide a business model that's proven by years, and we give an opportunity to earn 4 times more, that I have already said, than a regular educational center. So, if you want to receive a presentation about our model of ROBBO Academy, future skills, please see the chat. Allah has already posted the link. Thank you very much, Allah. And we'll move further. So, we are developing extensively, and we are looking for serious partners. Let's call it so. Business model exclusive. We do provide not only opportunity to run one club, we provide an opportunity to develop business constantly. It is possible to open an online club, then develop it into offline or hybrid model, and there is no limits of development. And we want to see partners that are pretty serious and want to work exclusively in different territories. For example, if you speak about city with the 1 million population, there is an opportunity to open 3-5 ROBBO Club offlines, 1 IT hub, and 1 ROBBO Academy Future Skills, and also ROBBO Club online. Because in our model there are some standards, and we are sure, and it is proven, that there should be 1 ROBBO Club for 1 ROBBO Club per 100,000 people in all the population, and 1 academy, ROBBO Academy, for 300,000 people of the population. But if some of you guys, partners, have enough investment to launch an exclusive model in one time using all the modules, we will be happy to speak with you. So all the conditions are discussed individually. And I remind you that we have a section with the questions. It is in the upper section. Please do not hesitate to ask the question. Oh, attention, lottery. And I invite Alexander here, and I believe he will try to conduct this lottery with some prizes.
That's me again.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Danila, for a very nice presentation. And I would like to say hi to Tina and to Dan. Thank you for joining us. Now we already have here 18 people watching this webinar, which is very good, my friends. So right now I will have the lottery to let you win 2 months without paying a royalty. Isn't that good enough, right? So for this, I need to share my screen. And right now you will be helping me a lot because, there is a list of participants. I have it here with me. And I will start sharing my screen. So right now should be a lot of me here, right? Please put plus in the chat if you see a lot of Alexanders here in the webinar room. Yeah, that's nice. So this is the lottery, my friends. Okay, I'm joking. So I download the number of participants. So can everybody see here the table with participants? Put plus in the chat if everybody can see this table. Right now, so here we have from 12 people attending the webinar. And I will put the random number generator over here in Google. And he will help me to generate the random number from 1 to 12. Number 1. So everybody see the number 1 here. And we will go to the table one more time. The number 1 is Vula. So you won. You won the... I stopped sharing my screen. So everybody right now... yeah, all right, all right. I'll come back to the... presentation. Yeah, congratulations, Walla. So I have some, 2 months without paying royalty goes to Walla. This was the short lottery. It won't be the only one lottery. There will be one more. So please be attentive. And I would like to share the words with Maria Hakkarainen, our CEO of ROBBO Finland. She will proceed from this point. Maria?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
I'm disappeared.
Yes, thank you. So hello, everybody. Very nice to meet you here. And we can talk now about the International Schools of Robotics and Coding, 3D modeling, and so on and so on. So I would like to ask you put pluses if you can see me and you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, somebody can see, but do you hear me? 2 pluses. Yes, thank you. Okay, great. So let's start. Why is it the best time to enter the educational business market through the successful franchise? Why is it so? So this is the what we will talk about now. So what is ROBBO is offering as a franchise advantages? Basically, we are providing our trademark, our name, our brand, so that customer understand and see that you are working under a very good, very well-known brand. We also offering the proven business model in a different economical and geographical conditions. It means that before we enter the new market, we are making the marketing research in this country where we will have a future partner, and so we can understand what kind of conditions they have there. So we are offering also help of our very high quality specialists. We have lawyers, we have accountants, metallurgists, technical specialists, and marketing specialists. So we are also offering the support during the start and growth. Also, franchise offer the global trend. survival rate is about 80% with franchise and 20% without the franchise. So you can see that it's a significant difference. So you can see now here, so if you start the franchise, your business, how is it if you started by yourself or you start with the franchise? So first of all, the registration. You need to make it totally by yourself. So you need to understand what kind of documents you need. You need to understand what kind of tax system, how to make online sales, and so on. So with franchise, we are helping you to enter some entire set of documents, which is already ready in the package. The choosing the location. So if you're doing it by yourself, you basically sometimes it's difficult to decide and select what kind of location you need, what kind of coordination with the federal services you need, what kind of design you will choose for your educational institute. So here to go with the franchise, you will get already the ready-made requirements for registration and for design project. We have it also in our franchise package. You need to, if you start by yourself, you need to understand what kind of equipment you will provide to your clubs and how to integrate them with each other and how to get the certificates. So with the franchise, that's the difference. So we already providing the ready list of equipment, and we have our own equipment, which we are also providing to you, which is, I think, really helps to start business very fast. So teacher selection, what is a franchise package contains. So you need to understand how you can find and how you can hire the teacher, the high quality specialist that will provide the education to your children. So we have it already. So teaching program is ready, and teacher trainings running successfully in a ROBBO Club. So, and also there will be probably some difficulties with advertising. So you need to find and test advertising channels in the internet, or you have to make this research for your own money and understand how it works. Basically, it's quite difficult if you are not a specialist in marketing. So in franchise package, there is already working models for attracting customers, ready-made advertising campaigns, and you just need to basically press the button and we start to run it. So what kind of advantages you have to start your business? For each partner, we will make a startup support team, and there will be startup manager working with the partner. Usually we make the startup manager from our already experienced franchisees who already has experience and who already established the club. So the main goal of the startup stage to help new partner establish a necessary business process, to sell first subscriptions, to search a break-even point. So which is very, very important. Startup team includes franchising director, advertising and marketing specialist, methodologist and teachers, and startup manager who is experienced already and who run the club more than 3 years. So I would like to ask now to join us Boris, Kulida. Boris, are you here?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Boris is trying to join us now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Nice to meet you. So I have a few questions for you, and we'd like to ask about your experience in running clubs.
Yes, sure. Go ahead. Just want to remind the first rule of ROBBO Club: do not talk about ROBBO Club. It's a joke. Go ahead.
It's a joke, yes. So in our case, yes, we are always talking about ROBBO Club. So I would like to ask the first question: where do you operate, and how many clubs
currently
do you
I have 1.5 club, we can say that. I operate in the hero city Kerch. It's in Crimea. It's a little peninsula between Black and Azov Sea. It's nice and warm here. So I have one club in the center of the city, which is about 150,000 people. And I have a semi-club with the public school. We have some students who is participating in studying in our main club, and they started a mini ROBBO club inside the school. I'm a graduate from that school, and I know personally director, so we're trying to promote robotics. And just want to let you know that I was a kind of a pioneer in robotics in our city. There are some people are interested in it, some people have some knowledge, but on a major population, nobody knows about it. And it's great to work in a small city, I think, because you like a Prometheus, you bring the light to the masses. That's what drives me. Like people come in and they see what, that's that easy, what, and then parents start asking us questions, can we join the class? And guess what? We do have a few, but successful master classes for parents of the kids. But that answers your question.
Yes, of course. Thank you. So what kind of franchise do you
I have offline. I had to switch to online during the first wave of the pandemic. And thanks to our kids and the program that we teach, because it gives loyalty from both sides. And the parents called us first with the question: Are you going to continue to do online, because school systems are the mess? And I can personally say, and I'm proud of it, we did help public schools to learn how to use Blue Jeans, Zoom, and other apps in order to communicate as a class online. So we switched. We taught for about 3 months in online, and then we went back to offline because unfortunately the minus side of a small city in Russia, not everybody can afford equipment, but they can afford to come in and get the knowledge from us. So that's one thing to everyone to think about, that ROBBO system can work for the city with millionaires of people, as we have partners in St. Petersburg, Kazan, Moscow, and other places like Bucharest and Japan, I believe, and some other Asian countries. But what I'm trying to say that the market is very different comparing to the big city or the small city, but it works in both. And I personally have experience about 1 year with Change as a coach, as a startup manager, and maybe it's me or my experience, but whoever starts in small cities, especially with their spouse or their brother or sister, they build up very quick. I sometimes even jealous how quickly they develop. But I personally wanted to get a ROBBO Academy. The reason why I actually got into a ROBBO Club, because I wanted to have a private or a charter school. I have personal experience studying in private and charter schools and private colleges in the United States, just as in Russia, and I can compare, pluses and minuses. And when I came back home, I wanted to invest in something that I got, free education from scholarships. So I believe this is, this is my mission. I enjoy copy and pasting the technology in classes that are easy to follow. By the way, I'm not from robotics or programming. I have a major in international relationships and a minor in business administration. And after school, I was busy actually working repairing refrigeration systems like semi trucks that carry very important, like expensive meats and stuff. So I was building like a little pyramid, and you can build this pyramid and pass one class or another class to one teacher, second teacher. I have 5 now teachers. Everyone in them by 3 times the work knows majority of everything that we need to know, but they also have specific knowledge of studies that makes me want to jump into academy as soon as possible, because I have people that work for me that grow and that should not stop. So that's my story.
Yes, it's a great story.
Yes, it's a great story.
So now I'd like to ask you, how was the start? Tell us about a little bit about startup sessions.
Well, startup sessions are they're pretty easy. Like Robbo asked me to be very specific, detailed, and go by the plans and such. But it's really up to you if you want to do it or not. Robbo just suggests you the marketing system that works, and you're the one is an independent entrepreneur to connect it into your local area. What I help with is basic things, on like FAQ. What parents ask first of all? What should you answer? What kind of business are you trying to build? Are you trying to delegate jobs to the professionals and multiply very quick and build a chain of clubs? Or you're enthusiastic and you love robotics, you want to build and you want to participate and you want to be a teacher. That's a little bit different organization. So I explained to a person what things he should learn within 3 months that I'm talking to him, because then he goes by himself. By the end of startup session, the person will be able, if he never knew, he will know how to record and document his pluses and minuses, and not just about Robbo, also about your household. So they'll teach you. We will teach you budget. We'll make sure that you have all the instruments for it. We'll give you options how to use marketing. Like you can choose offline, online, cross. You maybe know community of business people that you'll go talk to and promote it. First of all, to their kids because they already believe in you. Or you're gonna do hard advertisements through social network. Or pass it through your pizza joints that you have. It's very different. We have all those options. You can ask the question. We meet once a week for 3 months. So we give you questions that you need to solve and what results to expect, and you give us questions what we need to give you professional opinion back. So we appreciate your time, and when I work with people, I believe they appreciate my time. So we don't talk weather, we try to start business as soon as possible, because as soon as you start, as quicker I get paid too.
Okay, that was great. Thank you very much, Boris. We are going on with our presentation. What is the growth in franchise advantages? I would like to talk now. So preparing. There could be some risks or problem to start with by yourself. So there can be need of preparing documents for to work with the parents and let's say rent and everything. So of course you with your buying the franchise, you are getting the whole package, and we will help you to create the documents, and we have a lawyer who can give the advices. So then you can hit this kind of problem as like your teacher left, for example. So the head company will help you quickly to train the new one and find a new one, because we have some already somebody in a CRM system, some people, and it will help you really not to lose customers. So if you have this kind of problem, the students are leaving from your club, so you are losing the customers. So we will discuss this with you as well, and we will find out what was the reason why people are leaving, why they don't want to participate in education. So we will find a problem, and we will help you to improve the quality maybe of service if you really need it. So with your own business, you always need to invest in the development of new programs, and basically the main company is already doing this and following the new trends, and we have the opportunity to research the market and develop a new equipment and new training programs and so on. So you can hit this kind of problem as a inspection. So the corporate lawyer from the main head company will help you at all stages and how to avoid difficulties and minimize risks. So you can have this kind of also problem that equipment is broken. So the head company will quickly replace it with working ones or take the broken one for repair.
Thank you very much, Maria. It was pretty interesting, and thank you for the interesting interview, and to Boris especially. Too much information for me personally. And I had some time to drink a little bit of water, and I'm ready to continue and tell a couple words about how to hire, train, and keep a qualified teacher. First of all, we are providing our partners, and we will provide attendees of this webinar with vacancy sample. Later on, you will receive a link to it. Also, we give you an interview script, how to speak with the person that you want to hire, which question to ask, and which answers to expect, and how to carry preliminary interview with this person. And we can evaluate the candidate for you after you had a preliminary interview and tell you if this person suits our requirements to become a teacher in ROBBO Club or not. And also we tell you how to managing your teacher or teachers. First of all, as Maria has already said, we have a complete teaching methodics, and our main idea is to make business that is not depend on teachers. And we want teachers to be replaceable. We do not want business to freeze when teacher is leaving occasionally and suddenly. We want business to be independent on teacher. So to start training of teachers, of students, teacher must complete advanced training courses that we have and learn how to work with educational programs that we have created and that we provide to our partners. We sure that teachers needs to be monitored by club manager or maybe administrator, and also we sure that testing should be performed for children, periodic testing. It is not for evaluating children's, but for evaluating capabilities and professionalism of your teacher, to see if it is necessary to arrange additional training for teacher, or maybe it is necessary to start the process of looking for a new teacher. And I think that is all about teachers. And Allah, please help me, please send the link. Thank you very much. You can find the link of a teacher's vacancy sample in the chat. And this is one more bonus for our participants. Oh, again, lottery. My congratulations to you guys. Now you can win free training for one more teacher. That is cost at the price list 1,000 euro. Believe it could be pretty useful for our partners and I. Okay, Alexander is here.
I'm already
Thank you for your
here.
attention, and please do not forget about questions section. And I have already seen there are some questions, and we will answer them after the webinar. Alex, are you here?
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
here.
the black box instead of your pretty face.
But I can hear. I can see
Okay,
me. And
while
I
we
can
are
hear
waiting
me.
for Alexander, I can answer some questions that I see in the question section. Julian asks, do you provide a PDF presentation of this webinar to the attendee? And the next question from Dan Rachisan is the same. Yes, we will provide the web presentation, and also we will provide the video of this webinar maybe in a day or two after this it ends. Alexander, so I give the word to you.
Oh, yeah. Because the last time, yeah, I also was here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Danila. So for those who missed me, that's me again, and I will be the lottery for the free training for one more teacher online. So I'll do the same sequence of actions. First of all, I'll get to the start sharing my screen one more time, guys. Now I'm multiplying here in the infinite number of screens and go to the table here as our table, and random number generator will help us one more time, and I'm generating the number 5, my friends, number 5. So now we see the table 1 2 3 4 5. Anna, number 5, you won the one more additional training for the teacher. My congratulations, Anna. You won. So now I would like to give a word to Maria Hakkarainen one more time. And this is all for me. So I'm also leaving you guys. Nice to meet you all. Nice to see you all here in the webinar. Thank you for coming. And for those of you who I know personally, we can meet in WhatsApp. Bye-bye. Maria?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Alex. It was great, and congratulations for the lottery winner. So now we will talk about why ROBBO is the best partner to enter educational market. So here we have, you can see that ROBBO was presented on the market quite long time, and we have won already quite many awards. So we won Google Rise Award actually twice. We won Startup Fukuoka award, and we were invited to open offices in Japan, which are now open in Fukuoka and Tokyo. We also won the Finlanding contest. It's a contest of Finnish government, and we were invited to open our office in Finland. The ROBBO is working with the many associations and universities, and so our product was developed. Our pedagogical material was developed with the University of Helsinki, and now we are based in University of Aalto. We are also the WordDidact members, and our materials were made together, developed together with the association with Finnish teacher Innakas. So this is the how the year ROBBO Club basically year look like. So here we have a months and what do we do? What we do during the year. So it's a same online and for offline education. So basic educational program with the main disciplines, we have it 1.5 hours per week. So it's running the whole year, so whole educational year, school year. We also have master classes. We have camps for autumn, winter, and spring school breaks. We have a program for intensive training with the special disciplines. We are providing the festivals and some other events, preparing contents for Olympiads, and we are keeping also summer camps. That's how we basically can provide the education for the whole year. We don't have to make a break. So the equipment which we are offering to you are made in Finland. Offline teaching methodics contains 5-year program for children from 5 to 15 years old. And online teaching methodics with the short independent models with the specific result, we start from 8 years old, because it's for very young children, it's quite difficult to participate in online lessons because it takes a lot of attention for them. So we have advanced training courses for the teachers. We will help you to choose a room in a very good location and make the preparations. So we will make a website and provide the marketing materials to you. So this is the example how the interior design look like. So this is our colors. It's a white and green. So we recommending to put this kind of design to your class. So we are also making some extra trainings, and we are providing the webinars as well. Providing technical and legal support as well. So, and we are providing and purchasing the equipment to you and helping with logistics. Helping with the teacher selection. So basically you need to find the candidates. These candidates, how does it happen? The candidates will send you the CVs. You will send these CVs to our methodological department, and they will make some they will talk to them, and they will give you the feedback. Is it really good enough teacher to person to be a teacher in a ROBBO Club? So is he enough qualified for this work? So it's a brand support as well, and it's very important to work under the brand, I think, because it's a well-known brand already, and we have a very good experience already, many years of experience. And so to start, basically you can ask the question, how much money do I need to start online or offline or academy, ROBBO Academy Future Skills? So here is, you can see the franchise fees are for online and offline clubs are the same. ROBBO Academy costs a little bit more because there is a more subjects we are giving, and there is a more possibility to study, and there is a more children, of course, will come than to ROBBO Club. So it's a monthly royalty, 350 euro for every 100 students within the territory. And for online ROBBO Club, you will need about 15,000 euros. From where this price comes. So it's a 10,000 for franchise fee, and basically we are asking to start the advertising campaign. So this is the estimated price, about 5,000 euros. So this is the price for online club. For offline club, you will need to pay the franchise fee, you will need to pay the royalty, and of course you need to pay the equipment. So you can see the payback period for online club. As I already told, you don't need so much time to start the club. And of course you will get the payback a lot faster than, for example, for offline club, where you need to find the space, you need to find the teachers, we need to provide the equipment to you. So all this will take a little bit longer time. So that's why, and of course the investment is bigger. That's why it will take a little bit longer to payback period. So with the ROBBO Academy Future Skills, there is a franchise fee, as I already told, 25,000 euros, 500 euros for every 100 students. You should pay the royalty, and plus equipment there. So you will have a 50,000, about the 50,000, and I think the advertising campaign is also included to this price. So, and you can see the monthly income for the second year already. So for online club, it's 8,000 euros a month. For offline, it's from 10,000, so it can be more. And ROBBO Academy Future Skills, of course, it's 18,500 and up. So here Alla is sharing now the franchise model, franchise financial model for the participants of our webinar. Please take a look and check it. So how do we protect our customers? How do we protect our partners? So in a contract, in a franchised contract, we of course discussed the territory where a partner could provide their services. And it's a limited territory, so that we see how many partners and where they work, and that there is no, for example, two partners working in the same territory. So this is very important thing. So, and we are basically looking for one club with 100 students for about 100,000 people living in some area. And minimal recommended price for each territory. So we are talking with you when you come to market, what is the prices, what is the good prices for your territory, for your country. So we discuss it with you as well. Okay, when we are waiting for Boris to join us, I would like to show you some short interview of our partner in Romania. Unfortunately, he couldn't participate online with us today, so we recorded in the morning this interview. So please, Alla, could you please put it on? Thank you. from Bucharest, Romania, Vlad Dumitrescu. And I would like to ask you a few questions. So where do you actually operate and how many clubs do you have?
I operate right now offline courses, and I do have one club. In Bucharest, Romania, which is the first one, the first ROBBO in Bucharest, Romania.
Okay, and what is your experience before the clubs? What did you do before you start the franchise?
I did my studies, my bachelor in UK, then I went for the masters to Germany, and then I worked in two places. The first one was PricewaterhouseCoopers. That was just after, actually, were three places. The first one after graduating my master's studies was at a startup in London. Then I worked for PricewaterhouseCoopers in audit in Bucharest for 1 year. And then I worked for IBM for almost 3 years in operations management.
Okay,
So
it's
my
impressive.
Sorry, go on.
Go on.
This is my work experience and also my study experience before starting ROBBO franchise.
Oh, okay, thank you. And what could you tell about your path and why did you decide to work with a franchise?
As a graduate from business management, I always loved entrepreneurship. So I was always looking into ideas and I don't know, all sort of I don't know, ingenious ideas. And the franchise idea is I also saw it as a shortcut because you also get the whole knowledge from the franchisor. So not just the brand, but also the experience and all the advice and everything. So for me, that was a really, I don't know, straightforward decision, so to say.
Okay, great. And why did you choose the ROBBO?
Well, not just because it's a franchise with an already established name and a lot of experience behind, but I also like the fact that it's not just a programming school, but on top of this is also 3D modeling and circuits. So the service that ROBBO provides is, I think, is much more complex than just a regular programming school. And on top of this, I also love the fact that ROBBO produces its own equipment, so this is also a great plus for me.
Okay, great to hear. So, and we run with you the startup sessions. How did you find them? Did you like them? Did it really help your business?
It really helped me because I really had a bumpy start, so to say, because when I finished setting up the place, so basically the location of the school, that's when the pandemic situation started. So I needed a lot of advice from ROBBO, which really came in hand and really was really helpful. When I say advice, I refer to advice from, I don't know, finding the right location, maybe even branding it, and I don't know, even advice in terms of negotiating the rent, or I don't know, a lot of other operational specific advice. So they were really helpful for the first months of operation.
Yeah, and how many students do you have in your club now?
Right now, we are working with over 40 students offline. So 44, I think we have right now.
Okay, this is great. This is great result. And how basically the few words, how did you go through the pandemics and what ROBBO offered to you? What kind of solutions?
As I previously stated, exactly when I was about to open offline, the pandemic situation started. So ROBBO really helped me by really quickly adapting some of the curriculum to be taught on online courses. So that they gave me this opportunity to teach some online courses until at least the quarantine started, and I was allowed legally to operate offline. So it really helped me. Actually, not just helped me, but it was the only solution to survive during the quarantine. So that was really a good idea from their side and really helpful. Teaching also online courses.
Yeah, great. So we have a solution for online and offline. So what is the percentage renewal at this point?
I'm really surprised by that. It's I think we are over 70-80% if I'm speaking of offline, because those are the ones that I'm now we are having, like as I said, over 40 students in offline, only offline, not online, nothing. But I think 80%. So I was just looking on the numbers right now during the past few days, and we were at, I don't know, 44, and then after the holidays we were at 38, and now we're just subscribing some more. So we are again over 40. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. It's, I think, 80%, which is great.
It's really great, yes. And what are the plans for the future?
Well, or how to put it, I don't know. The sky is the limit. So I would love to operate not just one location, but maybe multiple ones in Bucharest, maybe 2 or 3. But of course, these are like some medium-term plans, not short, not long, but like medium terms. I don't know. Let's say 1 year, 1.5 years maximum to operate maybe 3 locations. That would be awesome. And if possible, I don't know, if the situation helps me and everything calms down, maybe even, I don't know, become a master franchisor, if that's not too much.
That sounds very good. This is great.
Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Thank you, Vlad, very much. So we will keep in touch with you and we continue our webinar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
And we continue with our webinar here online now. And I would like to introduce you, our partner from Georgia. So Boris Lipatov, hello. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Nice to
How
meet
are
you,
you?
Maria. Yeah. Do you hear me? It's
Yes,
okay?
yes, I can
Okay.
hear you. Yes, yeah, yes. So basically, the same questions all the time. And where do you operate? A few words. Where do you operate, and how many clubs do you have?
Okay. Currently, we're operating in Georgia, Tbilisi. It's a city about 1 million people, and Georgia as a country, there is about 3.5 million people in total, and we operate since September for 4 months, and we have only one online club, and we started from online because we tried to reduce our expenses at the beginning, and as well we had some risks to open offline and then have second stage of pandemic, and that's why we decided to go for online only for the moment. But to say that while our advertising campaign, we had about 40 or maybe 50 kids of 5-8 years. There is no program in online for these ages because of technical skills, but they are waiting for offline, and it's a very good point that we already have some clients, warm clients who are ready to just to come and sign and buy the courses. And regarding our current quantity of students, we had about 93 by the end of December, and yes, and just a big amount. We have 5 teachers, 1 administrator, and it's running, not maybe ideally, but yeah, we're changing. And but if you will ask me for these startup sessions, I will just mention that it's very good approach to start very fast, because we started communication in end of July, and we launched first advertising at the end of August, and by the end of September we already had about 45 students in our online ROBBO Club.
This is impressive result. Congratulations. Really good. Yeah. So you have an online or offline model?
Only online, and I'm not speaking Georgian. It's I'm speaking with my administrator, and a lot of workload is on the teachers and administrator especially, but they know how to communicate. They take into account all national aspects, and it's working well, from my opinion.
Okay, great. One more question. What was the breaking point when you decided to buy a franchise from ROBBO? Why ROBBO?
To buy franchise, I just wanted to find some franchise for robotics, because when I was studying about 10 years ago in technical university, I was always wanted to make robotics, but how can I say, I never had chance. I just did some different things. Yeah, and I wanted to start in St. Petersburg, and I was hesitating about 1 year, because this question to rent a class and legislation in Russia is very difficult, and I was hesitating. And then when I moved in Georgia, I found that there is a very huge potential of opening some entertainment for kids. And I chose for ROBBO because just I discussed with some people, with some tutors in school in St. Petersburg, and I tried to find something that covers as much as possible skills for kids, and for me as well. It's kind of development, not maybe just very high professional, but just high level is enough for me. And I'm one of the point why I decided to buy this franchise is because I have son 4 years old, and just in 2 years we have to do something together. And this time preparing.
Okay, great. And basically, the question why I'm asking all of us today, and how did you survive through the pandemic? How? Yes.
Yeah, fortunately, just my case is different from Vlad case, and I'm working on just as an employee for mining company, and in this case, just our company was survived well. We didn't have any interruption, and as well of our ROBBO Club, because of our good and young team, we didn't have any interruptions, and we were ready when we started to pandemic. It means that we didn't have any troubles with this difficult period, and we had only this second wave of pandemic, and we are working since 4 months. For us, it's not a big issue. It's kind of we started with this reality. That's why we don't have any problem with pandemic.
Okay, great.
Fortunately.
Yes, it's fortunately kyllä. Yes. So what is your plans for the future?
For future, we're working for the moment with we try to track more parameters. For example, the conversion from trial lessons, and we would like to improve these indicators. And as well, we would like to improve the renewal percentage. And we found the way how to do it. And just for the moment, we are establishing a kind of feedback from parents, from kids, and from tutors, just to make it clear what's the reason of the leaving courses. And we try to just work with these numbers. And we don't have big plans for expansion for this year, but starting next September, for this summer we are planning to make summer camp, and just next year maybe we'll expand for other cities, and we hope to go to offline, because as I said, a lot of our young kids and current students, they are ready to go to offline, and they want already to work with equipment, to touch something. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really wish you a success in this kind of field. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, everybody.
So, the lottery is again here. Where is the Alex?
Here, I forgot about the third lottery, so...
Houston calling Alex. You are welcome back.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Boris. Very interesting case, and thank you very much, Maria. And this is our last and the final lottery once again. Win 2,000 euros for franchise purchasing. I'm start sharing my screen. No, not a new thing for us, the multiplying Alexander here. So let me check the number of participants one more time. And we go to the online number generator. Number 4. Today the prize goes to number 4, Marius Matvichuk. Marius, if you hear me, I congratulate. Please accept my congratulations. You win 2,000 for purchasing the franchise. Congratulations. Yeah, you know, Marius, when we talked today in the morning, maybe it's a sign, right? Maybe it's a sign. So thank you very much, guys, for participating in lottery. And this is the end of our presentation. I would like to say that this is the best time to enter the business with for educational robotics, and we as a ROBBO will provide you the most explicit information that we have. So my friends, please ask questions in the section questions above, as I see them here. And if somebody wants to help me with answering the questions, you can also join the webinar right now. You can switch on your camera. Yeah, thank you, Amar, for participating also.
I'm here with you.
So I will answer the Julian question was, do we provide the PDF presentation of the webinar? Yes, we do. And as I thought it was already provided in the chat, right?
Yes, the link was provided.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the link for the presentation was provided in the chat. So about the access to all the prices, about the access to all the lottery results, you can contact the manager whom you are working with. You see, if you or you can contact us through the direct number or through the email. So, Maria, can you answer the question from Ashok Naidu about the certification?
Yes, sure. So the question is, who is the course certified by? Does it have international accreditation? The course, basically, we start from the beginning. The ROBBO is a registered trademark, and our equipment is already has the certificates and everything. So it's a CE certificates. Courses are made by ourselves based on the Scratch language. It's open source. You can freely download it from the internet. So what kind of international accreditation are you basically talking about?
I want to add, if Ashok wants us to accreditate our courses for maybe educational system for every country, he should contact us, and maybe we will work on this phase, and just to maybe develop robotics in any country directly for general education in public school. And so it's the matter of country. And as for me, I do not know any international accreditation for that is accepted in every country. So it depends from country to country.
Yes, and now Boris is writing also. Thank you, Boris. Of course, we have awards and recognitions. So this also tells about our product. So this is all questions, I think, what we have for this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for participating in our webinar.
Yeah, thank you very much.
being with us these 2 hours. It was hope it was very useful information for you, and please contact our managers for further information, and wish you health and survive these hard times. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon in the call or
Thank
in the
you.
chat.
Have a good
Bye bye.
evening. Bye.